Hey guys, I'm getting ready to reorganize my craft room and I thought it might be helpful to film it in a video to see how I organize my stuff. I've just recently gotten a lot of new supplies and I have a lot of plans on how I want to make this room and the function I want this room to have. So I thought it might be helpful to do in a video, that way you can see how I organize my product and get my room ready for crafting. So I'm going to show you, I don't want to call it a before because this is not what the room normally looks like. I mean, it always looks really messy, but this is kind of an extreme mess. I've started sorting through some of my products I got from the Studio Calico mega sale that they had. I finally started unpacking that. I hadn't unpacked it yet because I didn't know where I was going to put everything. And we have a couple different projects going on, and so this room is a little crazy. So I'm not going to call this the before. I'm going to call this the work in progress. I'm going to show you a little bit about where the room currently is and some of my plans for this room. And then hopefully along the way I can show you as I'm organizing certain things like stamps. My stamps need to be more functional. And my page protectors weren't in a great spot. So things like that. I'm going to show you how I'm going to try to make it the most easy to use, organized craft room so I can actually get some work done. Okay, so like I said, this is not the before because this room doesn't normally look like this. It's a little extra crazy. I don't love how this room is organized. It's not, the furniture is not where I want it to be. This desk is nice, but it's in the middle of the room and it makes it really hard to like get up and get to the printer and things like that. These two pieces over here I bought from a friend, so those are not complete yet. I need to put a tabletop, so I need to go to IKEA and get the top for that, and that's going to be a computer-only desk. What I'm finding is that it's hard to get work done when I'm constantly switching between craft supplies and computer, and then have to put everything away, get the computer out, all of that. So I'm going to have a computer-only and a craft-only area. That way I don't have to kind of move everything every time I need to use something else. So this room is a little tricky. It's nice and bright. You can kind of see in the video that it's nice and bright because I have 3 windows, but that makes it very hard because I have very limited space where I can put things. For example, this bookshelf, the only wall it will fit on in almost the whole house, we have no wall space, is this spot. And my plans for this, we only have a 2-bedroom, so my plan for this is to make this also a guest bed. And I'd love to put like a small love seat sofa here that I can pull out into a sofa bed, and then put artwork up on the wall. So that means the bookshelf has to go somewhere else, but it won't fit anywhere else. So I was trying to figure out where to put the furniture. I think is the biggest problem. Also knowing where the outlets are and things like that is getting a little tricky. Something that is nice about this room though is how deep the closet is. It's hard to tell in the video, but it's fairly deep. So I can store a lot. We had a filing cabinet in here, but that was very hard to store things. It was very loud, it was very bulky, and I didn't like it. So we just took that out. That's what part of this mess is some of the extra supplies. And the closet is obviously a disaster. But my plan is to maybe build built-in like shelves in here. That way I could have a nice spot to put the sewing machine back when I'm done with it, and to put I like to use the typewriter, so to put the typewriter back when I'm done with it, and I have my die cutting machine, things like that that can easily be stored in kind of a cubby system there. So as you can see, this is going to be a big project to tackle, lots of little bits to organize. I have some of this out here. I was starting to put it away and thought it might be best to do on the video, so I just left it for now so I could get this video started. But I have lots of paper and alphabet stickers and little like rubber embellishments and things like that. Got some new notepads I just opened. I bought way too much at the mega sale from Studio Calico, but it was too good to pass up. Tons of cards, so this is not ideal for storing cards. I want them a little bit more protected and organized into categories by what they are. One of my favorite systems in this room is my printer is organizing my page protectors, and that's why I need to find a different system. They slip and slide all over the place. This top needs to be organized a little bit, but for the most part, these are tools, tools that I use regularly, things I want easy access to. I like having this in here because for the most part, I can just trim photos and things right in there. I don't need to take it out. These are my go-to things. Under that, I had my alphabet stickers and cards and paper, but the alphabet stickers were getting too hard to sort through and look through in the small drawer. It's fairly shallow. So I just took out my office supplies that were in here and put in the page protectors. Now they're stored horizontally, or I guess vertically. So I can flip through them rather than trying to dig under, especially when they slip all over. And then I put my alphabet stickers, same thing. It's a little bit easier to flip through vertically than trying to dig through the stacks. So this is going to be all paper cards. I don't have my 12 by 12s. These are all 9 by 12s. The 12 by 12 is in a different section. But for the most part, this is going to be paper. This is currently empty and is probably going to be embellishments and different things to scrapbook with. This is all my Silhouette Cameo supplies. So there's vinyl. Again, needs to be organized a little bit, but there's also some printer paper and things. So that's kind of the printer drawer. But like I said, I think I want to put this in the closet with the other stuff. This is the drawer that I currently have all my stamp pads and stamps in, but I'm starting to collect way too many of these to leave them in the drawer, and it's just hard to sort and find things in here. And then this is the messiest drawer. This is all scraps, like little bits of paper that I cut off that's still usable. There's also some photos, some half-done pages. So this drawer needs a lot of organization. I'd like this to be scraps only, so if I need a little piece of paper, I can come dig in here. But as you can see, it's a mess. There's a lot. This has some scrapbooking supplies. This is craft supplies. This is crafts that are kind of in the works and also sewing machine parts. Like I said, page protectors and alphabet stickers. But I want it to be functional. Page protectors and alphabet stickers don't necessarily belong together. I don't think that's the easiest way to find things. So this video is probably longer for the before than I was planning. But there's a lot to do, a lot to sort through. If you're a crafter like me, you probably have a lot of different types of craft supplies. Like I have a lot of scrapbooking, but I also have a lot of sewing. And most of this whole drawer thing is sewing. There's also random things like my light table and project life cards. There's some art supplies, some fabric, there's camera supplies, there's quilting supplies, there's so much. So I'm trying to figure out how I can group things together, like items together. That way I can scrapbook with ease, sew with ease. I know where all the threads, scissors, all of that stuff is. So it's going to be a big project. I think figuring out where the furniture goes is going to be probably the trickiest thing, just because there's not a lot. Oh, and another dilemma is the Wi-Fi and everything is plugged in to that wall on the other side of the bookshelf, and I had put it in this locker so we could put it in there and not think about it, but it doesn't work in there. It can't send the signal through the metal, so we need to figure out where to put all of these Wi-Fi things that's kind of hidden and not in the way. We have to leave this door open so the signal can go to the rest of the house, but not ideal. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching the before work in progress video. I'm hoping to have this room complete by the end of December. My wedding is going to be in January, and I want the house to not look this chaotic. So my plan is end of December, have this room ready to go. Yeah, I can't get any work done in a room like this. So we'll see what happens.